It didn't feel important at the time. That's the curious part, isn't it? Before everything shifted in a way I could hardly comprehend, life looked like this. Imagine for a moment a world where you're overflowing with ideas, ignited by passion, and driven by a burning desire to create something that truly matters. It's essential to recognize the power of your ideas. You find yourself surrounded by fellow dreamers, each one sharing their stories, tales of their ventures, their highs and lows, their successes and failures. You hear the phrase repeated time and again, no MVP, no funding. It's a mantra that reverberates within the startup ecosystem, spoken by eager investors, echoed by hopeful founders, and woven deeply into the fabric of startup culture. But despite this overwhelming consensus, something inside you stirs, a quiet whisper that wonders if it really has to be this way. Then something changed. But it wasn't an instantaneous shift. Rather, it was gradual, subtle enough that you might not notice it at first, yet significant enough to leave a mark. Change often comes from within. You begin to reflect on your own journey, on the path you've been treading, pondering this traditional belief that a minimum viable product is the golden ticket, the ultimate key to unlocking pre-seed funding. You start to ask yourself questions that linger in the back of your mind. Is this truly the only path to take? Or could there perhaps be other routes, equally valid, waiting to be explored? I tried fixing it the obvious ways. I immersed myself in the world of building, throwing myself headfirst into the hustle. Countless late nights slipped by, filled with the rhythm of coding and the meticulous crafting of an MVP that never quite felt right. It's important to trust your instincts. Yet, with each passing moment, I felt the weight of pressure pressing down on me, a heavy cloak of doubt settling in. I reached out, seeking advice from seasoned founders, devouring articles, attending pitch events, desperate for insight. Yet, despite my efforts, it felt as though I was running in circles, lost in an endless loop. None of those strategies seemed to yield the success I craved. And if you have been in that place, you know that frustration all too well. The nagging question kept resurfacing. How do you convince someone to invest in an idea that isn't yet tangible, that exists only in the realm of imagination? Storytelling can be your greatest asset. Eventually, something clicked. But it wasn't because things improved. It was because I began to see them differently, with a fresh perspective. I started to explore various paths, delving into the nuances of different approaches, the product-first strategy, the founder-first mindset, and the market-first tactics. I listened intently to the stories of other founders who had faced the same dilemma I was grappling with. Like the first-time founder who, despite lacking an MVP, managed to secure pre-seed funding through sheer passion and an extensive personal network. Authenticity is key to connecting with investors. They had a compelling story, one that resonated deeply with potential investors, drawing them in with its authenticity. And this is the part that truly matters for you. It's not solely about the product, it's equally about the person behind it. Investors are often on the lookout for credibility, insight, and vision. Your unique experiences, your distinct perspective on the market, and the relationships you cultivate can wield power just as potent as a polished MVP. Sometimes, alternative methods of validation can serve as a substitute for an MVP. Consider customer validation as a powerful tool. It could be customer validation, early engagement, or even a simple landing page that vividly demonstrates demand. What truly matters is showing that you possess the capability to execute your vision, to bring it to life in a way that resonates with others. So if you find yourself grappling with the pressure of needing an MVP to secure pre-seed funding, I urge you to keep this in mind. It won't magically solve everything overnight, but it will transform how you choose to move forward. Embrace your unique journey. Embrace your journey, connect with others who share your aspirations, and remember that your story holds just as much value as any product you might create.